Welcome to day 17 of our school year. Okay, let's get our beginning fraction. We have 180 school days. We're on day 17. Okay, now let's look and see if our numerator is prime or not. So let's check 17 on our prime number sieve. And yes, 17 is circled. 17 is prime. Since it's prime, that means our factorization is done. That's it. That's the only prime number we can divide by. But we still need to do our prime factorization of our denominator. Let's see. 3 goes into 180 because 1 plus 8 plus 0 is 9, and 9 is a multiple of 3, so 180 is a multiple of 3. I can get 6 groups of 3 out of 18, and then I have my placeholder because it's actually 180, not 18, so I need to get 60 groups out. Okay, that's even, so I can divide it in half. Half of 6 is 3, and then I have my placeholder. I can divide by 3, I get 10. That's even. I can divide by 2, I get 5. 5 is prime, so we're done with our factorization there. So the prime factorization for our numerator is 17. For our denominator, it's 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. We always go from least to greatest. Now we look and see, is there any number that's in the numerator and denominator? No. So that means our greatest common factor is 1. So let's make our groups of 1. Done. How many total groups of 1 do we have? We have 180. How many are shaded in? 17. We still want to prove it with our algorithm. We divide by 1. So 180 divided by 1. Well, I know 1 times 100 is 100. Numbers the same, zeros a game, more on top, no need to stop. Numbers the same, zeros a game. Okay, I get 80. 1 times 80 is 80. Numbers the same, zeros a game. Add my partial quotients together. 100 plus 80 is 180. Okay, and then let's see. 17 divided by 1. 1 times 10 is 10. Okay. Number more on top, no need to stop. Bring up the 7. 1 times 7 is 7. Numbers the same, zeros a game. Add them together, I get 17. Still going to check. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. But I don't need to add the remainder on either one because on both of them, my remainder is 0. And the identity property of addition says when you add 0, it stays the same. And what I end up here is the identity property of multiplication that says when you multiply by 1, it stays the same. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 1 is 1. That matches my dividend of 180. This one matches my dividend of 17, so they both check. And my fraction is definitely 17 out of 180. And let's go ahead and fill in our data collection page. Okay, trimester 1, week 4. Today's date is 8/30/19. And our fraction for today is 17 180th. 17 is a prime number, and it is not a factor of 180, so our only common factor is 1. And since our common factor is 1 and we made groups of 1, you don't have to get out your number line because it's already there. 17 180th is right there. Nothing lines up below it. So it is in its simplest form. Okay. Now, we do not have school on Monday, so we're going to put an X on Mondays for Labor Day. So we will be starting trimester 1, week 5, but we will be back on Tuesday, which is 9/3/19. So that's when we'll be back, is on Tuesday. No school on Monday. Okay, make sure you put that number line away, erase your worksheet, and thank you for joining me.